welcome to another reading vlog. This one is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. I am starting this on a Thursday night. It is New Year's Eve. It's about 8:40, getting to be 9 o'clock, and I'm super excited to be reading into the new year as I normally do. I love to start my year off with reading. It's just a fun, nice, chill thing to do, and I light a candle, and baby's here with me. She's in the background about to knock over my sad little Christmas tree, but that's great. My camera battery died as I was trying to film this intro, so I am filming on my phone, and I have to say, this is a lot better of quality than my camera, so this might be the normal for vlogs now, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, normally for a vlog, I'd be coming in and telling you what I want to read for the whole week. However, today is the last day to do my December TBR, and my main goal was to finish The Chemist before 12 o'clock tonight, and I have done that. So I just finished The Chemist by Meyer. I love this book. It was a 4 out of 5 stars. I did not put it in my December wrap-up because I filmed that this morning and I hadn't finished it yet, but I will be including this in my January wrap-up, so look for that at the end of this month so that you can hear my more in-depth thoughts. But yeah, loved it, 4 out of 5 stars, great book, recommend it. We'll be talking more about it later in a later video. But since I was planning on that being my main thing to finish and not really having any other time to read after finishing that, I thought it was going to take me a lot longer. My next thing is my January TBR. Now I have those books picked out and I have pre-filmed my rolls already. I just haven't filmed the actual main part of the video for that. I have them and I'm ready to start reading them tomorrow, but I can't start reading them yet because it's obviously not January yet. So I have about 3 hours to read and I can't start reading those books. So I need something to read, but I don't want to pick out a super huge book because I only have 3 hours and I don't want it to take me forever into January. I don't want it to take me a couple days into January. But I don't really have any super short books. And I also just don't know what I want to read. I keep looking at my bookshelf and I can't figure it out. So I think I'll pick out 6 books that I want to read, and then I'll get out a dice and I'll just roll a dice and see what it randomly lands on. So we're gonna go into that now. So yeah, thanks for coming into this vlog. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into some dice rolling and book picking. Okay, so I'm back and I picked out 6 books and I've definitely given myself some variety and some options, so let's see what they are. So the first book I chose was In Holidays by Christina Lauren, and now you can't see it, but it is a book where this girl basically gets stuck in a Christmas time loop where she has to figure out how to solve her romantic problems and her family problems, and it just sounds like a fun time. I've also heard that it's a very quick read, so I'm excited for that. The second one is Anxious People by Frederick Backman, which is a story where this group of strangers is on a house tour, basically of a house that they're wanting to buy, and an armed robber comes in and they're all taken hostage, and that's just, one of those great situations to be in, so that sounds fun to read about. Book number 3 is Sleeping Giants by Sylvian Nouvelle, and this follows a girl who's riding her bike in the woods, and she falls into a hole, and she ends up in this giant, robot hand, and then we follow her as she's older, and she's trying to, figure out where these things come from and, explain them, basically, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what it's about. But it's super short, so I'm hoping if I get that one, I'll be able to read it pretty quickly. The next one is Never After by Melissa De La Cruz. It's a middle grade story, so hopefully it'll be a quick read, but it is about a girl whose favorite book series, the author has quit writing them, and she can't figure out why, until one day the main character from this book series shows up in the middle of the street and whisks her away to the world to try to save it because it's in danger. And that just sounds super fun. Like I said, it's middle grade, so it should be a really quick read. And then my next one is Perfect by Sarah Shepard. This is book 3 in the Pretty Little Liars series, and it's a contemporary mystery novel following a group of high school girls whose friend went missing and now they're being like stalked. But it's a contemporary, and I normally fly through them, so that's why I picked that one. And then on a little bit of a sadder note, I picked Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. This is a book that I've heard a lot about a boy whose brother has been killed, and he decides that he wants revenge, and so he gets his brother's gun and he gets in the elevator, and on his way down from their like apartment, as he's going down the elevator, all these different people get in, and he really has to decide what he wants to do and if it's worth the price of revenge. And so yeah, all these books sound super great and intriguing to me at the moment. They're all like different genres, so it should be an interesting choice whichever happens. But I have my 6-sided die here, and so I'm just going to roll that and see what it lands on. 1. The dice landed on a 1, so we'll be reading In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. Like I said, this follows a girl who is stuck in a Christmas time loop in a cabin in the mountains with these 2 brothers, one she's been pining over for basically her entire life, and I'm sure it's fun, and I'm ready to read it. It's also a Christmas story, and it's December 31st, so it's like the last day to appropriately read a Christmas story, so that will be fun. So let's get into some reading. Hey guys, so it's been a little over an hour. It's about 10:15 now, and I have just hit the 100-page mark of In a Holidays by Christina Lauren, so I'm almost about a third of the way through. This book is like right at 300 pages, and I am loving it so far. We follow a girl named Malin whose family and family friends spend every Christmas at this cabin for a week. And she has had a crush on one of the boys from the other family for as long as she can remember. But we start off this book as one of the Christmases, she kisses the wrong brother, and she makes out with him, and the one that she likes sees, and so it's just this huge mess. And then on top of all of this, they go to breakfast the next morning, and they're all dealing with the embarrassment of all of that happening when a bomb drops, and they figure out that they are selling the cabin, and this will be their last Christmas there together. So everybody's depressed, everybody's upset, and they all leave to go back home like they always do. As they're on their way back to the airport, she believes that her life is completely falling apart, and she asks the universe to show her the one thing that will make her happy. And boom, they get in a car wreck, and she wakes up on the plane on the way to this small cabin in the woods to start her holiday all over again. So that's where we are. That's how we start out. It's super fun. I love the different characters in here. I love the one character, I love Benny. He's like one of the family friends that's not related to any of the kids, but he's just kind of like the weird uncle figure, and he's just like great. I love the relationship between him and Malin. I love that he's someone that she can just like go and talk to, and he just believes her just like that. Like he's the only one that believes her about this stuff, and I think that's great, and I love him. But yeah, that's where we're at so far. I think she's gone back about 3 times now, and every time, like, it's like Groundhog Day. Like, there's something different happens every time, but every time she makes a mistake, and then, like, boom, she dies, and she comes back to life on the plane, and it's just, you know, fun times, reliving it over and over again. A lot of Christmassy stuff in here, snowball fights, building of snow creatures, and Christmas trees, and mistletoe, and stuff like that. So, definitely a cheery holiday read, but I'm enjoying it so far, and I will be getting back to this in a little bit. I think I'm going to take a short break and make some food because I'm getting really hungry. But yeah, I'm going to go make some food, and then I'm going to sit back down, read another quick 100 pages of this, and then update you once I have completed that. So it is about 12:50 in the morning, so it is officially 2021, so Happy New Year, you guys! But I wanted to check in and tell you that I just finished In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. 4 out of 5 stars. I loved it. I did think it was a little... The reason it's probably not a 5-star is because I feel like there were just some unnecessary conflicts in this, and some of the characters made me mad. But other than that, I loved it. It was great. Fun, quick, Christmas, rom-com-y romance read, and it was great. It was amazing. Loved it. Loved the story, loved the characters, loved the romance, loved the setting in the winter and the snow and the mountains and the sledding and the snowman building. It's just living in Texas and not getting to have snow very much. Like, that just sounds amazing. So that was fun to read. But yeah, I loved it. Um, Excited that I finished this today. So tomorrow I will be picking up my January TBR. So I will get into that with you tomorrow because I am going to go to sleep because it is already almost 1 a.m. and I do have to work tonight. So yeah, I will talk to you in the morning. Bye. Hey guys, so welcome to Friday, later in the day Friday, because I did talk to you at 12 o'clock this morning when it turned to New Year's, so yay, welcome back. But I didn't start this vlog off like I normally do, where I talk about what I want to read this weekend, because it was a weird day. It was December 31st, so we were switching from my December TBR to my January TBR, and it was also New Year's, so I planned on just sitting down and reading the entire time, not doing anything else. So it was kind of weird, but now I'm here to officially do the regular kind of start to this vlog, even though I've already started it. But yeah, so basically, like I said earlier, this is going to be a shorter vlog. It's only going to be about 4 days, so that I'm not anticipating getting a lot of reading done because I do have work for all of those 4 days. So I only really have one book that I for sure want to try to finish this weekend, and that is the first book on my January TBR, which is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. So I don't really know what this is about, other than it was turned into a Hulu series, and I used to know what it was about, but it's been a long time since I put this on my book list and on my radar, so I haven't really, I don't remember the summary, but I recently bought it, and I still have my little card in here from January, my little TBR game, because I haven't filmed that yet. I plan on filming that sometime today, but yeah, this is my first book on my TBR, and I will read you the summary since I don't know what it's about. So it says, in Shaker Heights, a placid, progressive suburb of Cleveland, everything is planned, from the layout of the winding roads to the colors of the houses, to the successful lives its residents will go on to lead. And no one embodies this spirit more than Elena Richardson, whose guiding principle is playing by the rules. Enter Mia Warren, an enigmatic artist and single mother who arrives in this idyllic bubble with her teenage daughter Pearl, in a disregard for the status quo that threatens to upend this carefully ordered community. Suspicious of Mia and her motives, Elena is determined to uncover the secrets in Mia's past, but her obsession will come at unexpected and devastating costs. Little Fires Everywhere explores the weight of secrets, the nature of art and identity, and the ferocious pull of motherhood and the danger of believing that following the rules can avert disaster. So basically what I'm getting is there's this little town that's completely like thought out and everything has a way of working and it's just like on a set schedule and like everything happens the way it's supposed to and it always has until this new lady moves in with her teenage daughter and everything kind of gets upended because they don't want to conform to the rules and what everybody else is doing, and so everybody obviously is like, oh my gosh, they must be bad and they're suspicious of them, and I'm sure drama unfolds, which is super great, and I'm excited to read this. It's not that long. It's only about 330 pages. So, like I said, I should be able to read this over the course of this work weekend. So, yeah, I'm currently editing my December wrap-up. So, I'm going to be kind of going back and forth, like reading a chapter and then like editing a couple minutes of that because it takes a while for my computer to upload footage. So, yeah, we will be slowly reading this, but let's go do that. So, it's been a couple hours now. It's about 3:06. I have filmed my January TBR, so that's exciting, and it will be going up probably after this vlog does. So be on the lookout for that in the next couple days after I upload this one. But I have done some reading. I just hit the page 56, so I'm a little over the 50-page mark in Little Fires Everywhere. I'm on chapter 6, and I'm kind of enjoying it. It's very drama heavy. It feels like a TV show. It's set in this suburb that feels more like a town called Shaker Heights. And Shaker Heights is set right outside of Cleveland, Ohio. The motto of this town is most communities just happen, but the best are planned. So as you can imagine, every single thing that happens in this town is planned out in the exact way that people want it to be. The trash isn't allowed to be at the curb, the garages have to be behind the houses, everything has to be painted a certain color, the grass has to be kept 6 inches or under, like things like that. Like everybody's really concerned about their image and what they want it to look like and how better they are than Cleveland and how Cleveland is just this gross place and they are the perfect people. And so this is basically where we're introduced to the Richardsons. And the Richardsons is this well-off family that has 4 children. They are all in high school and they are all perfect except for the youngest girl, whose name is Izzy. And everybody thinks Izzy is this rebel child that's going to end up in either a mental facility or jail before she ends her life. And we start out in chapter 1 as the Richardsons' house is burning down. It's going up in flames, and everybody is there except for Izzy, and they all blame her. And they're pretty sure that she's the one that started the fire. And then we cut to chapter 2, where we meet Mia and Pearl, who are renting the Richardsons' duplex. So Mia is an artistic mother who her and Pearl constantly move around like crazy. They've never stayed in one place for long. And Pearl is a teenager who gets good grades and really just wants to make friends and have a happy life. And she meets the Richardson boy, the youngest Richardson boy, Moody, and they become quick friends, and she's kind of like brought into their like circle, and she really figures out that maybe the way I've been living, which is out of thrift stores and with the clothes on my back and out of a car basically, isn't the way I want to live anymore. And so she starts to see the other side of life than what she's living, which is like the better one that the Richardsons are living. While the Richardson kids are getting to see that maybe the world isn't as sunshine and rainbows as they thought it was. And so I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to read the rest of it because after that first chapter about the fire, it just literally cuts off and you're like thrown into the like past from the fire, like into the before. And I just want to know why the heck the fire started and who actually started the fire, and if it was Izzy. Like, I just want to know. But I can't know because we're not there yet in the story, and it's killing me. But it's so good. I love it. It reads like a TV show. It feels like a TV show. And all the characters are like different in their own ways, and I like it. So I'm enjoying this. I think I'm going to take a break from reading for a while and get some editing done. I need to edit I need to continue editing my December wrap-up. I'm almost done editing that, and then I can start uploading that footage. So I think I'm going to go and edit that. It should take me maybe 20 minutes, and then I will start uploading that, and my Wi-Fi is really slow, so it'll take a while for that to actually upload to YouTube. So while that's working, I'll get back to reading. But I am going to take a break and go start editing that so I can get that done with. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and give you the update on this and let you know how I was doing. And yeah, that's it. I will talk to you later. Hey guys, so it's quite a bit later actually. It's 5:38. I'm about to get ready for work and head there for the night. But I just finished uploading and scheduled my December wrap-up, so that will be going up next Monday, so it should be before this video. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's pretty fun. But I just wanted to pop in and give you a quick update because I have been reading, and I just hit the 125-page mark of Little Fires Everywhere, so I'm a little under halfway through it. But I am super enjoying this right now. It's really cool. I love like the suburban lifestyle that's put up in here. I was raised in the country in the middle of nowhere, so it's cool to see like people interact and like be able to just ride their bike to the shopping mall or to school or to wherever they want to, because I couldn't do that as a kid. So it's definitely something fun to read about. Another thing I'm really enjoying in here is how Celeste Ng is using these two very, very different families to show two sides of of a coin, and two very different sides of a coin. And I also like how we see like the kids realizing that their world is bigger than what they think it is, and that the opposite side of this coin exists. And some of them are realizing that maybe they like living the other way better, if that makes sense. Like some of them are like, maybe I want to live this way instead of this way. And it's going both ways. It's not just like the poor is like, oh, I want to live like I'm rich. It's definitely going both ways. But yeah, I'm really liking this. I'm still not sure how the fire came about, because nothing's been hinted at yet, but I hope I figure it out soon, because it's still, like, really driving me nuts that I don't know how this fire happened. But yeah, that's where I am in this. With how it's looking so far, I should be able to finish this. Not tonight. I'm not going to read any more tonight, because like I said, I am going to work right now, but like tomorrow I might finish this, and then I might have to pick up another book, and I'm not sure what I'm going to read next. I have 4 more books after this one on my January TBR, which again will be going up later after this video. But yeah, I guess if that happens tomorrow, we'll have to pick out a book. So we might be reading more than one book this vlog, after, aside from the ones we read for New Year's, but I'm not counting those. So, but yeah, it's been good. I'm enjoying it so far, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Hey guys, what's up? So it is Sunday afternoon. It's about 3:30, and I just wanted to pop in and give you a little update. I just finished about 5 chapters of Little Fires Everywhere, so I have about 3 chapters left. I'm not sure how many pages, but not that many. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Things in this plot are definitely heating up. I still don't understand fire. That hasn't come up yet. We only have 3 chapters left, so I'm sure it's coming. But some big things have definitely been happening with both families in the story, so from both perspectives. And I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm really loving the drama. It's just the characters, there's multiple dimensions to all of them, and it's just great. Like, I love the character development in this, and I love how everybody's like kind of changing their views throughout the story on all these issues that are coming up, and it's just great. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I probably am about to take a little break because I need to do some housework, and so I'm going to do that, and then I will get back to reading this and hopefully finish it, because like I said, I only have 3 chapters left, so I should be able to finish it tonight. So yeah, that is the plan. I will talk to you in a little bit. Hey guys, so it is technically Monday morning because it just turned 12:15, so it's after midnight Sunday night. But we're going to call it Sunday night for the case of this vlog because I'm ending this vlog here. But I wanted to come in and wrap this vlog up, so let's just go over the things that I was able to read over the course of the past 3 to 4 days. So the first thing I finished, and I finished this on New Year's Eve, I briefly mentioned it at the beginning of the vlog, and that was The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer. So I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. We follow a girl or woman named Juliana, and she is a genius, and she is a chemist. And she works for this secret agency, basically, that her job is to interrogate people using chemicals rather than like force and like cutting people's fingers off and stuff and brutal things like that. And so they use her, and she's the best at what she does. But one day, her and her lab partner find out too much about a super like highly sensitive case, and so her agency decides that they need to be basically terminated. And so they kill her lab partner, and they try to kill her, and she ends up running away, going into hiding. So then we meet her here 5 years after this has happened, and she is in hiding, and she's like running all over the country trying to like stay away from these people. And she gets an email that says like they have this super important case and they need her to come back for it. And she's kind of trying to debate if it's like a trap or if they're actually true, because they're saying like if she comes back they're not gonna kill her, but she's like it could just be a trap and they're just trying to lure me out. And so we see her try to like fight with her opinions on what this could be and what she's going to do, and then ultimately she makes a decision to work with them, and she has to kidnap and interrogate this guy, and a lot of things happen. So I really like the plot because I haven't seen a lot of this type of plot out there in novels. It is an adult novel, so maybe it's just because I haven't read that many like actual adult books, but I really enjoyed it. I really like the storyline. I like the twists and turns that this book took. There are a lot of dogs in here, and so I loved all the different dogs and seeing like the relationships between the dogs and the owners. There's a lot of like family dynamics in here, and there's also a pretty prominent romance, and so there's just a lot of different levels the story took, and I really enjoyed them all. I think I probably could have given this a 5 out of 5 stars. Honestly, it was like right there. And I might actually change my rating to a 4.5 out of 5 now that I'm thinking about it, because it was right there. It just didn't have that like one special thing, and I can't like explain like what that special thing is. It just didn't have it. But it was super close, and I really enjoyed it. I loved it all the way through. So emotional, such a like roller coaster ride, so thrilling, high stakes all the way through. Loved it. I will say definite trigger warning for animal abuse, because with the dogs and it being like high stakes, spies, people like coming for them, some dogs do get injured, and so it is very sad at those parts. So definite trigger warnings for that, and also just like all around gore. Like it's FBI, like secret agents trying to kill each other. So obviously you're gonna have people getting shot. There's interrogation scenes where people are getting brutally interrogated and stuff like that. So definite trigger warnings for gore in here as well. But definitely recommend it if you're into any of that stuff, because it was an excellent book. And then once I finished that, which is basically right when the vlog started, I picked up In Holidays by Christina Lauren, and I loved this book. This is another one that was 4 out of 5 stars. Probably could have been 4.5 out of 5 stars, but it was so cute. I have already given a super long summary about this, because obviously I vlogged my progress reading it, so I'm not going to tell you what it's about, because you don't need to sit through that twice. If you really don't know, if you somehow skipped that part of the video, it's in the beginning of the video, so just go on back and rewatch it. But yeah, I loved this. I loved the romance. I loved the storyline. I loved the characters. I loved the whole idea of like the snowy cabin, because I live in Texas and we don't get snow, and so we don't have all these things. I don't get to build snowmen every Christmas, and it was just so fun to just read about those kinds of things and just be like, man, and like insert myself into that story, because I don't get to live that very often. But yeah, this was a super quick, super fun Christmas read, and I'm so glad I chose it as my book of the month, so I was able to get it for a great price. By the way, insert clip of me talking about Book of the Month here. So Book of the Month is a monthly subscription box that you can subscribe to, and their team chooses 5 brand new releases every single month from a wide range of genres, and they put them on their website, and you can choose any one of the 5 to get shipped directly to your door for the low price of $14.99, and it comes hardcover, and like I said, it's a new release. And it's just super great, affordable way to get brand new hardcover new releases. And yeah, it's just amazing. They come, like I said, they come straight to your door. It's free shipping. It's so great. You can also add on more than one book. So you get your first book for $14.99, and then you can add on, I think it's up to like 2 or 3 more for $9.99 for every one you add on. So it gets more affordable if you want to buy more than one. And you don't only get to pick from the 5 that they have chosen every month, but you can also pick from books that they have chosen in the past. So there are tons of books on there that you can find, some that are super like hyped and are like prominent in the book community, and some that are like hidden gems that you might not have known about any other way. So it's a great way to really get the books that, so it's a great way to find books that you might not have been able to find on your own. So definitely go check them out because they are great and I love them so much. So now I will go back to ending this vlog. So after I finished In Holidays, I picked up Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng, and I have just finished this right before I started ending this vlog, and it was so good. This is another one, 4.5 out of 5 stars. The drama in this is ridiculous. I'm so happy that they made this into a TV show, because if I would have read this before it was a TV show, I would have told them to make it into a TV show. Like, it's just, it reads like a TV show, you could definitely tell. But I loved the character development in here. I loved everything about it. This is another one, I don't really want to go too far into like the summary because I've already said it in the beginning of this video, but the character development and the way the whole story twists throughout this whole thing is crazy. So you follow two families that are very, very different. One of them is poor and moves around and never stays in the same place, and the other one is like well-to-do. They've been in the same town for like generations. They're super rich, super like just set in their ways, and they have nothing wrong with them, and they're like perfect. And they kind of intermingle, and things kind of get switched around, and some of the kids are like, maybe I want to try out this other lifestyle, and then some of the other kids are like, I want to try out that lifestyle, and so everybody just kind of gets mixed up in each other's business. Some stuff goes down, and then some other stuff goes down. Some relationships get really good, and some relationships get really bad, and some like, oh, it's a whole throwaway. But I will say there are some trigger warnings in here. One really big one is abortion. So yeah, abortion is a huge one in here. Race is also a big one in here. This takes place in a town where it's like predominantly rich and predominantly white, and so there are some things that happen in here where race is a huge factor, and so definitely be on the lookout for that if you want to read this book. But yeah, I really liked it. I've been saying this whole vlog that I wanted to know how the fire started that I said happened in the beginning. You figure it out. It's in there. It's in like the last chapter, but we finally got it, and I finally got it, and I knew it the whole way through. I knew it. I knew how it started. I guessed it. But yeah, great book. Loved it. 4.5 out of 5 stars. So overall, this vlog was 4 days long, and I finished 3 books. I only finished like the last half of this one, so technically 2.5. But honestly, for 4 days, and it was work days, so I was going to work for half the day. This is a pretty dang good stack of books, so I am proud of myself. Super great. Also, they were all super good quality. They were all 4.5 out of 5 stars, so definitely higher on the rating scale. So I'm super happy with what I read, and I am going to be closing this vlog here because it is late and I would like to go to bed, but I will be starting another one tomorrow, so be on the lookout for another one soon. But yeah, as usual, I will link all of these books that I have talked about in this vlog in the description below. I will also be linking the ones, if you remember, about halfway through this vlog when I picked out In a Holidays, I had 5 other books with it and I rolled a dice, so I'll go ahead and link those ones down below too if you would like to check out any of those. And as always, I hope y'all's day is amazing, and I hope all of y'all are doing well, and I will see you later with another video. Bye!